Hey everybody, it's Patsy, and I'm here with this month's UPICKIT, and this is going to be for those of you who are born under the element of air, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So I already picked 3 cards. Well, I shuffled and got 3 cards, and let's go over where the cards are coming from. First card, card number 1, it comes from the Past Life Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue and Dr. Brian Weiss. Second card here, Talking to Heaven. And this is also by Doreen Virtue, this time with James Van Praagh. Okay, James Van Praagh and Doreen Virtue, Talking to Heaven. And the third card is going to be coming from the Native Spirit Oracle, which is by Denise LINN. Okay, so we haven't used the Talking to Heaven cards in a while, but this is messages from heaven. Okay, so if you've had a loved one who's passed, it doesn't matter if it was recently or a long time ago, this would be the message for you if that's the card that you're drawn to. Okay, so you could be drawn to either the cards, you could be drawn to all 3. So the object of this is for you to tune in to your intuition and look at the cards, card number 1, 2, or 3, and let your intuition lead you to the card that your ancestors have decided the message today is for you. So which of these cards are today's message for you? Air signs. Okay, so you can pause the video at any time if you want to focus in on the cards. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Okay, so let's begin. For those of you who picked card number 1, which is from the Past Life Oracle by Doreen Virtue and Dr. Brian Weiss, the card that came for you was Wisdom, with that beautiful white unicorn. Wisdom. Let's see. This card indicates that you have tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes that seek to resurface now. Even if you never thought of yourself as particularly wise, this card indicates that you have learned important lessons and information that will serve you and others if it's reawakened now. This card can indicate that it's a time for you to return to school or seek additional education of some sort. This may even be a sign that you are changing your career path. Your re-emerging knowledge is guiding you towards work that is more meaningful. This card asks you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to your true interests and passions. So this is about coming to a place where you have to make a choice and have confidence in your wisdom, have confidence in your ability to tap into your resources, whether they be material resources or spiritual or physical resources. You are going to be able to handle whatever it is that comes towards you because you already know everything that you need to know. You might not know that you know it, but it's there. Over lifetimes you've picked and lived through certain experiences to get you to this place right now. So for those of you who picked card number 1, wisdom is your message. Ashe. So now, for those of you who were drawn to card number 2, Talking to Heaven deck by Doreen Virtue and James Van Praagh. And the message that came to you here was, I have a new understanding. Okay, so let's see what that's about. I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, your emotions and your psyches can get wounded, but those are still part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and for the process of life. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that had no foundation. Now I see that there's nothing to fear at all, because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please, learn from my experiences. Live your life with gusto and with joy. So that's a beautiful message. Those of you who picked this card, perhaps you lost someone and maybe you felt that there was some kind of issue, some kind of uneasiness maybe with them. Maybe they had certain personalities that were maybe a little heavy or maybe a little odd to figure out. They're letting you know that they understand things differently now. Ashe. Very beautiful message. Hope that helps someone out there that needed that. So, those of you who picked card number 3 from the Native Spirit deck by Denise LINN. Okay. And the card that you got was Peace Pipe. Heal all wounds with people and with situations. Carefully do whatever you need to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry this burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. In Native traditions, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a respite in order to calmly assess the situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, with situations and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there's a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer have to carry it with you. Perhaps there's a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. The journey for this card is write down the answer to these questions. If there was an area in my life to which I needed to bring peace, what might it be? What's the first step that I need to take towards resolving a rift with another or feeling unfinished regarding a person or situation? Then take action. So, there's someone, if you were drawn to this card, the message is that there's someone or some situation which you need to make peace with. Again, it doesn't mean that you're forgiving the person for their actions, their behavior. That is not condoning what they've done. It's just saying that you are going to not even let that weigh you down. It's over. Let bygones be bygones and leave it alone. So, those of you who got this card, that was the message for you. Could also be talking about, making peace in the family. That's what I'm getting. So, air signs. I don't know why, for those particular cards coming together like that. Wisdom, a new understanding, and peace pipe. Okay, air. It looks to me like someone has grown over the last few days, or the last few months, or the last few weeks, or the last few years. And they are saying to someone that you are capable of bringing peace to the situation, that you have a better understanding because you have learned your lessons, and it's time to bring peace. And for others of you who have had someone who has crossed over, the message is basically the same. They understand now, they got a greater, higher wisdom, and they want to bring peace to the situation also. So this could be for your family. This could be the message for you if this is a child, a loved one, a spouse, anything like that. Whatever unresolved issues there were, whatever hurts may have occurred during the time of their transition or before, they're asking to bury the hatches. They're asking to make peace about this, that they have gained a better understanding, more wisdom, and these things don't matter anymore. It's not important, and now they understand it because they're looking at it from a different perspective. So, thank you all very much. I hope that you enjoy these messages, and I will be seeing you all soon, okay? And I'll be doing one for earth and water and fire also. So feel free to check those out also, okay? I'll be talking to everybody soon. Namaste. Love you guys. Bye-bye.